in every way that they can. Right? Okay, so let's begin. Let me share my screen. Here we go. Okay, so today's work, can you see my screen okay? Yeah?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, so today's workshop is about personal well-being, and my section or my segment is on social and emotional being. Okay, so I want to share this with you. Has this been your life for the past 2 years? Right? This is what your friends think they do. This is what your clients think you do, and what the government thinks you do, what your mom thinks, and what you think you are doing is very powerful. And what you really do is actually juggling work and family life all together.
Yes.
Right? And we also do this. Right? When it's audio only, our head, look at our head. When we are video only, we are looking so smart. Right? And working from home means this is our attire for the past 2 years. So a lot has changed, and a lot of things have become messed up, disrupted in our lives for the past 2-3 years, and it is really, and now again it is becoming disrupted, so called, because now we are going back to work again, another change. So we keep constantly having to change, and this can be very, very stressful for us in our lives and make us feel that, things are changing too fast, and it takes a long time for us to adjust, and that causes a lot of stress to everyone, and that makes it very, very difficult. And this is, I'm sure most of the ladies can resonate with this as well. You can be wearing the same shirt, you have your co-workers are your pets at home, so how many of you can resonate that, right? I definitely can.
Rehana, give me just a minute. Let me mute all, and then you can unmute yourself. Yes, Rehana, please go ahead.
You are in mute.
I'm in mute again. Oh dear. So I'm saying the introverts are feeling the pinch also, because they were happy for 2 years sitting at home, no need to, interact with many people and just that TV screen or laptop screen. But now they are also feeling the pinch. So everyone is feeling some kind of stress. And at this point of time, we really need to get ourselves healthy, in that sense, emotionally healthy. And I really believe emotional healthiness is going to affect every area of your life, right? So this is another example of what we are doing at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, still in our pajamas. Okay, so today's session is a very interesting session. Although I have only half an hour to share with you all this, but I will do my best. And, I hope to give you something practical for you to take away with you in this workshop. Okay, so today's workshop is something of a release. Release your emotional tension. You must understand why you need to let go, because the problem is we don't understand that emotions are the ones that are causing all our problems. Even sickness, diseases, all are actually emotionally related, even though we don't think that way, right? And what has our anger, our hate, our pain got to do with our success? That is something that in my workshop I try to share with people, because they don't think that that is related. They think emotional is one aspect, work is one aspect, family is one aspect. They separate it all together, but actually it's not. And emotion is the very, very core of everything that you do in your life. And why do you need to forgive people? Right? They've done harm to you, they've done bad things to you, and they've done nasty things to you. Why should you forgive them? That is always the question that people ask me. And what are the baggages are you still carrying from your past, from when you were 5 years old until now? You're now 65 and you're still carrying that baggage. I have had people come to my workshop, and they found that they, when they went back to investigate on that, and then they realized that actually they have something that they've held on to when they were 3, 5, 7, 15, and now they're 65, 70, and they're still holding on to that grudge, and that really impacts them in throughout their life. And then when do you want to let go of all that hurt and that pain? Because the longer you keep on to it, the longer it's going to eat at you and it's going to be toxic for you. So before we begin, can I just request everyone to put your hand on your heart, right? And repeat this after me. When I say this, then you can repeat. Okay, so say I. You can unmute, please. Rehana Abdullah.
Haleema Sadia.
Okay, I request everyone to unmute so I can hear everyone.
Okay,
Fully commit.
Yeah, let me give them permission to unmute. Yes, now they can unmute.
I, Hanisna, fully commit.
I am Manoharan from Ooty.
I am Tejaswini.
Wait, sorry.
I'm Rehan.
Can y'all hear me? I've unmuted myself, I think. Have I got it unmuted? Can y'all hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. All right, okay. I, Rehana Abdullah, again, let's begin.
I,
Haleema Sadia.
Fully commit to being present
I, Dr. Ram,
present
commit to
and
being
full use of my
present
time.
and make full
Present.
use of my time
and make full use of my time here today.
today.
And make full use of my time here today.
I will not allow any distractions or resistance
I will
not
not
allow
allow
any
any
distractions or
resistance
resistance
to interfere in my succeeding at my transformation.
To
interfere in my
my
succeeding in my transformation.
I will not pass any judgments on myself or on others here.
I will
Not pass any judgment on myself or others here.
This is a safe place for everyone who are here.
It is a
It's for everyone who are here.
I'm committed to giving my 102%
I'm
I'm
committed
committed to giving my
giving my
102%.
to participate and do the work I need to do here.
to do the
Participate and do the work here.
I'm here to expand and grow.
I am here
To expand and grow.
And I will do the homework assigned to me.
And I will do the homework
assigned to me.
Okay, I need everyone to do their own signature in the air and sign this agreement.
Yes.
Thank you very much. It's very important that when you attend any workshop or anything, it is give yourself that permission to receive 102% from everyone and from yourself. And I request that of everyone in every one of my workshop, because I feel why 2%? Why that's so small number, 2%? Because 2% is the difference between the gold medalist and the silver medalist at the Olympics game. Just 2%. It can be like 0.02 seconds. And that difference is what makes you from a gold to silver to anything else. And who remembers the second place winner in the race? Nobody. People only remember the first. So that 2% is a commitment that you should give yourself in everything that you do. And I request that from all the students that have come to my class, from young children as young as in primary school, all the way to other adults like yourself that have come to my workshop. So I request that of everyone, and I follow this principle very, very closely. So who am I? I just want to share a very, very brief introduction because I do not want to take up much time. I do a lot of programs. I have 5 programs currently, and they are all different workshops: mindset, power, entrepreneur, youth, and destiny. So all these I do, and I have my own personal program under the 7 steps transformation process. Right. And I run many online programs for the past 2 years. I've been running online mostly. I do live programs as well. And I really enjoy live programs actually, because interaction is much more. Okay, so you can see my life is very successful and I'm great and I'm so fantastic and I'm so fabulous and everything is going so great for me, right? Everybody would think so. But it was not so just 3 years ago, right? I was going through a very, very terrible period in my life. I was almost going to be paralyzed. I had very many health issues. My relationships with my family was very poor. I was financially in a mess and I was an emotional wreck. Okay, so why I was almost going to be paralyzed was because I had this issue called cauda equina. And if you can see, that is my own x-ray. And you can see that the bone in my back has shifted, right? And it is not in a nice S-shaped curve. And that was pinching all the nerves in my legs and my bottom. And doctor said I would be paralyzed from my waist down if I did not go for a very, very major surgery. And that surgery was something that I didn't want to go through, because I would get paralyzed if they did a mess up in the surgery place, right? So that was something I was very scared of as well. So, you know, when your life, one area of your life, how many of you agree? Can I just have a show of it? How many of you agree that if one area of your life is messed up, it will affect every other area of your life? Yeah, everybody's agrees with that, right? Right. So same thing happened to me. If see, my health was in a mess, and because of that, I couldn't go for a full-time job. My finances were affected. I had to depend on my husband. My emotions got messed up because I had, you know, I couldn't. I was a working woman, and now I had to come back home to take care of my son because my mom had suddenly passed away as well at that same time, and I was really messed up. Okay, my family got the brunt of my anger, my hate, you know, my inability, my pain, everything was translated to them, and it affected my relationship. So what happened? Peace in my home was affected, and my life was going on like that in a messy way, and it was going round and round and round. And can you imagine, everything is out of balance? So you need to fix the areas of your life that are causing that imbalance, right? We cannot, most of the time what we do is we actually put aside, let's say we have a pain in our leg, we take 2 Panadol, or we have a pain in our head, we take 2 Panadol and move on. We don't give much thought to that pain. But you see, life has a way of showing up again and again to tell you that something is wrong. And if you do not pay attention to it the first time, what's going to happen is going to repeat that action again and again. That same lesson you're going to have to learn until you finally learn that lesson and decide to do something about it. Okay, how many of you agree with that, right? How many of you agree with that? That if you do not take care of something, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back much worse. And it's going to come attack you and, you know, disrupt your life even worse because you're not paying attention to it. So let's pay attention to me, it's telling me. You see, so my life became like that. And then until I finally met a coach, you know, I kept going for a lot of personal development workshops and stuff, Anthony Robbins, this and that and all that. But then it was like, you know, I would get excited during the workshop, and after 1 month, 2 months, everything goes down, and then you are back to your square one. How many of you have experienced that? Right? You know, you go to a very nice workshop, you feel so excited, so great, and so energized, and after that, 1 week is still there, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and you're back to your old life with your old friends and your old way of thinking. And then that goes on again, and then you're back again, you attend to another workshop that excites you. But my belief is that after I went through my own transformation workshop, and I realized that all the problems that were caused or are happening to me, even my sickness, my illness, my spine problem, is actually all emotional. So that is something I cover in one of my other workshops called The Power of Healing, where I go through the whole process of why emotion actually lead to toxicity in all your organs and all that, and it causes imbalance, and that's where you get all the sickness, disease, even cancer, diabetes, heart problems, anything, you name it, IBS, anything, even fibromyalgia, everything is caused by emotion. And that is something so powerful that I learned, and I've not forgotten. And I teach this to all the people in my workshops because it's very, very important to know how your emotions actually affect you in so many ways, in so many things that you are not aware of. So mindset transformation, because I met a coach who told me that all my problems, and it made me realize that all my problems are actually self-created. Okay, and it was something that I refused to accept initially, because I said, how can people are doing bad things to me? Why is it my fault? People have hurt me, people are lying to me, people are cheating me, people are, you know, stole my money. Why is it my fault? It's their fault. They are wrong. They should be punished. They should, you know, and always that revengeful, that anger is there towards the other person who has harmed you. But in doing that, you do not realize that a lot of things actually return back to you because of what you have thrown out into the world. And that is what I want to share with you today. A very brief area of that, I want to cover that so that you understand that whatever you put out into the world comes back to you in a different way, and you wonder why bad things are happening to you. You don't realize that. So this is something we really need to take control of, right? Okay, so this was me after I went through all my transformation, and that's my before surgery. And if you can see, after that, I now have 6 metal screws and 1 metal cage in my back. And literally, I'm Iron Woman or titanium, you can call me. So, you know, when I go through the airport, all the alarms will start beeping. No, not really, because they use titanium. So I have this screws in my back as a reminder to me, you know, that this is really something that I could have avoided if I had just taken up. But of course, I didn't know at that time, right? And that's why that's me with all my pictures in my back, right? And it has become, and as I went through my own journey, I realized that a lot of people have this issue. Why are so many diseases and sickness very, very common nowadays? You know, and they, you know, things that were not common 10 years ago are now becoming, you know, like it's becoming like the flu. Heart attack, oh, normal. Somebody's having a heart attack, oh, yeah, it's his age. You know, somebody's having some diabetes, oh, this is common. It's become that major diseases, but they should not be like that. And why all these things, you know, our success, why are we not succeeding at our work? Why are we not progressing in our career? Why are we having bad relationships? Or why are we attracting toxic relationships in our life? You know, all these are questions that we need to answer. And that is something that we need to really do. So all of us carry these emotional baggages, right? We all have lots of baggages, even though we are on, you know, showing to people that we are fine, we are happy, and we are smiling all the time. And our Facebook, of course, and our Instagram, and we are a culture now. We have become a culture now that we are, you know, always showing everything is positive in our life. Nobody goes around showing on social media that they are sad, right? Even the sad becomes like a joke in a way, you know, like I'm sad, I pricked my finger, those kinds of things. But we don't really show our real emotions, our real feelings, you know. And the easiest feeling to show, can anyone tell me what is the easiest feeling to show? Anyone? Can anyone tell me what is the easiest feeling to show?
Being calm.
Anger.
Anger, absolutely right. Very good. Who said that?
Honey.
Who said that? Honey said that. Yes, it's true. Anger is the most easiest. Yeah, Azil also said that. Yeah, anger is the most easiest feeling to show, right? Anger. Why is it so easy? Because
You can
we
say
do
it
not want.
as unhappy.
Sorry?
We can say it as unhappy.
Empathy.
Happy and unhappy.
Unhappy.
Yes, unhappiness. But anger is easiest to show because you know why? Because we do not want to feel vulnerable. If we feel grief, people will sympathize with us. We don't want that. People will think, oh, poor thing. Oh, you know, if we feel abused, we do not want to show our vulnerability. So we disguise that vulnerability in anger. So you may be showing anger, but you may be feeling envy, you may be feeling fear, you may be feeling depressed, you may be feeling anxiety, you may be feeling disapproval, insecurity, you may be feeling worthless, you may be feeling resentful, inadequate. So many things. You can maybe feeling hurt, humiliation, inferiority, but we do not want people to know that. So anger is the most easiest feeling to show. So if you look at this interesting iceberg, I always like to use iceberg because iceberg is so amazing. You know, I'm sure you have seen it on TV, or maybe you may have seen it live. I've not seen it live, but I've seen it on TV, and it's so magnificent. Remember what happened to Titanic, right? So it's so magnificent on top of the water. It's huge already, but do you know that is just 10% of the iceberg? Where is the other 90%? Can anyone guess? Anyone? Where is the 90% of the iceberg?
In the water.
Under the water, exactly, where no one can see it, right? So that is what is happening in our life. 10% is what we show to the world, our confidence, our power, our arrogance, or whatever it is, our ego. But what is happening inside the 90% is all those other feelings that we carry with us, but we are not able to express it because we feel people will judge us. Am I right to say that? How many of you feel that way or agree with that statement? We always don't like to be judged. We don't like people to can I have a show of hands? Yeah, or you can raise a virtual show of hand as well if you agree with me, right? That we do not want people to judge us, and when we don't want people to judge us, we show it in a different way. Yeah, and we don't want people to make remarks about us, and we feel more insecure about that. So this is exactly how we behave, right? But let me tell you, holding on to anger is something very, very rigid. Okay, so this is what it's like. Have I gone mute again? Sorry. I want someone to read this statement out loud.
Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
How many of you agree with that? Right? How many of you agree with that? Right? We hold on to anger towards other people. We want to be upset. But are they feeling anything? Do you think they are going on happily with their lives? They are continuing. They don't know you are feeling this anger. They don't know you feel this hurt. They don't know you feel that because you don't express it, right? And then they are going on in their life happy, watching a movie, sharing a dinner with their family, while you are in turmoil, getting upset over the things that they have said to you or done to you, and you are getting so excited and upset about it. So I was like that. I was like that at a point in my life because people had betrayed me. People had cheated on me. People had, abused me. I mean, not abused, but like, with words and things like that. And they've hurt me a lot. But I was so angry. I only wanted revenge. Have any of you come across a situation like that where you wanted to punish that person? Yeah, I want to punish that person because that person betrayed me. I wanted to punish that person, right? And I wanted to see suffering, but I was not seeing. And I was getting angry for not seeing that suffering towards that. Why is that person not being punished? Why is God being unfair? I am being injustice is done to me. Why is that person? I want to see fear. I want to see, something happen to that person. That is how I was. But that was so much anger. The anger was building up inside me. It is not helping anyone. That person was going on happily in their life, but I'm the one holding on to it. And that is what anger is like. And and that is something that you have to really, really be conscious of. And I'm not talking about just being angry at that moment. I'm talking about holding on to that anger. Imagine, I can tell you, look at this. If you look at this picture, this is exactly how I was. I was holding on to that story of my life, that part of that hurt, that betrayal. I was holding on like that with, imagine fire, like hot burning coals in my hand. I was holding on, but I refused to let go. What is happening? I'm burning my own hand. And I didn't realize that. But finally, when I realized that, I let go of that coal and let it fall. And my hand was not burning anymore. This is how we want to clear that toxic out of our life. And it's very, very essential that we do that. It's like what the statement is, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. So we are drinking our own poison, that toxicity in our life. The hurt, the pain, it's much easier to let go, but we don't want to, right? Like I said, I wanted to see that person punished, humiliated. I want to see that person. And that is how angry I was. But you see, anger is something, when you come to my healing workshop, you will understand. Anger is something that it remains in you and it goes to that organ of your body and it accumulates there. It may be a little bit new idea for you to accept and to understand, but that's exactly what happened to me. So can you imagine, where did I have my surgery? Anybody can remember where was my surgery? What part of my body did I do surgery on?
Knee.
Spine. My spine.
Yes, fine. Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry. So my spine, right? But knee has another issue. That one is that's another reason for that. Okay, for my spine. So can anyone tell me what does the spine do in our body? What is the purpose of the spine? Anyone else except Dr. Haleema? I would like some response from someone.
Or posture.
A posture, okay, to keep you straight. Would you say that it's to keep you support?
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes
So
us able to stand.
to able to stand, exactly. So when you are able to stand, your body is able to support itself instead of collapsing. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So spine is a part of my body that supports me in my life. So if something is affecting my spine, what do you think is going on in my life? I am not getting something. What am I not getting?
Support.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who said that? So I'm not getting, honey is very good. So I'm not getting that support in my life. So that part of my body is affected. So if you can think of that, imagine if your heart is feeling pain or you're having some heart issues, right? What has affected you? Something is going on in your life that has hurt you in your heart. Could be your children, could be your spouse, could be your close, because heart is related to love. So someone you love and care for very dearly has hurt you so badly. That is why you have heart issues. Okay. Diabetes is another thing. That one is very interesting. I'll share with you another time on that. All right. So everything is emotional in nature. And we don't realize how it has affected. So when I realized that actually why I was feeling issues with my spine was because I felt unsupported in my life by my family members. I felt that my career or my work or what I was doing was, not regarded as important. And I felt that they didn't support me in my whatever I wanted to do, in whatever I embarked on. And that really affected me very badly. Like I said, if one area of your life is not going well, it will affect and, permeate every other area of your life, right? So if my family relationships are not going well, even though I can put it aside, but when I'm at the back of my head in my subconscious, I'm having those, feelings still carrying on in my heart, and those really affect you. So that is really something that you want to know. So once you finally realize, or once I finally realized, then, and I became aware of what was going on in my life, I learned to accept what had happened. And I decided to take a new action. Instead of just feeling anger and wanting revenge, I decided to change my action in my life and to, do something about it in a different way.
Rihanna, you have last 5 minutes.
Sure. So this is something that, it is not your fault that bad things happen to you, or your partner cheated you, or your marriage was ruined, or your business partner cheated you with money, somebody ran away and took your money, $100 million and ran away, whatever. It is not your fault. I want you to understand one thing, that it is not your fault, but it is sure damn your responsibility to figure out how to take that pain and move on in your life. Right? Build a life for yourself. Because if you are remaining in that pain is going to be damaging. So we need to break the chains, and we need to remove and learn to forgive others. So I'm going to teach you something very, very interesting today. In this last 5 minutes, I want you to do this exercise, and I'm going to stop share. So I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you 4 phrases. Okay? Let's repeat after me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Everyone, I want everyone to do this, please. Please open up all your, unmute yourself. I think, doctor, can you unmute everyone? Yes. Okay. All right, everyone, please, I request this because this is very, very important. I want everyone to unmute, and I want you to say these words with me. Ezil, Saleh, Nargis, please, Amaria, Sheikh, Sumaya, Muhammad Rehan, Syed. Unless your background is very, very noisy, I request everyone. Okay, so I want you to say, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love
you.
Okay, so this is a mantra called Ho'oponopono. Can you repeat with me? Ho'oponopono.
No.
Okay, so Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian mantra. Okay, and this Hawaiian mantra is so powerful. Okay, it was created by this doctor in Hawaii, and it works magic. It worked magic in my life. It will work magic in your life. I'll explain briefly since I have very short time, but this is so powerful. Just this thing alone, if you do this every day, it is going to change the people around you without even talking to them, without even having to touch them or do some magic on them or charm them. It will change your relationship with people so amazing. Okay, I will explain this. If you can give me extra 2 minutes, Dr. Haleema.
Yes.
It's
Please
very,
go
very
ahead.
important. Okay, so this Hawaiian mantra is created by this doctor. And if you research on this, it's called Ho'oponopono. And these 4 words are so meaningful. So this doctor was assigned to a prison hospital in his country. And this hospital is a terrible hospital. It's a prison hospital, and the patients are violent, horrible. The prisoners, they are patients, but they are, they have some mental issues also, but their anger, they cannot manage, and they have to be chained to their bed. Okay, this hospital, nobody roams around freely. It's a prison hospital, but it's not allowed to roam. They are chained. These prisoners are chained. They are so violent, they do not listen to anything, and they have so much issues going on. So when this doctor first came to take over this prison place, he actually requested his admin to bring all the files to him, and he looked through every file. All he did was look at the picture of that person and said these 4 words to them every single day. So he opened the file and he looked at the picture and said, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." I will explain why this is powerful, but just hold on for a minute. I know you're dying to ask me, how does this help? But it does, okay? So he said that to every prisoner, and he did that for a month. And after 1 month, the people became so toned down, the prisoners. They were so different. They were behaving more like humans rather than animals that they had to be chained up. Okay, and after 3 months they could be unchained and move around like normal prisoners. So it is so powerful, and he has shared this with me. And you can do Google, YouTube research, and Facebook or whatever, and check this out. It is a true incident, and if you hear it, you will be amazed. I'm just giving you a very brief story. Why I'm sorry? Because earlier on I was talking about, when I began my workshop, I was talking about how that whatever you throw out into the world, it comes back to you. Okay, I'm sorry. People have done bad things to you. Why am I saying sorry? That will be the first question you should be asking, and you will be asking me, why am I sorry for that person's behavior or that person's hurt that he has caused to me, right? Why should I be sorry? Remember one thing, everyone in their life has a backstory. Even the worst rapists or the prisoners or whatever, everyone has a story that you do not know of. Remember, I shared with you that everyone, the easiest emotion to show is what? Anger and pain towards others. But inside you have pain. You don't have a way to express that. You have to express it through or to other people, because you need to release that pain. You must understand. So everyone has a backstory, even we cannot understand, and they have gone through their life. So everyone has a backstory. One, you are sorry not for their behavior. Understand that. You are sorry because what they had gone through in their life. Okay, one, you are sorry for that. And you're sorry for how they had to behave this way. And you're sorry for what they had, to put others through. You're sorry for that. One. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Why forgive me? I didn't do anything wrong to you, but why am I forgiving you for the mistake that you done to me, right? Remember, I said, whatever you throw out into the world, it will come back to you. This is something called the butterfly effect. So imagine a leaf, a butterfly, a butterfly flutters its wing in Singapore, fluttering, small, tiny, tiny, cute little butterfly fluttering its wing, and a leaf falls from, it touches a leaf and the leaf falls. And that leaf, imagine a ripple effect. That leaf probably fall down on something, and that something had a reaction, and it, the snail, and then the snail moved, and then it hit something, and that chain reaction caused a tsunami in Bali. That small tiny butterfly caused a tsunami in Bali just by fluttering its wings. So everything that you do ripples into the universe. Every bad thing you say, everything that you have said ripples into the universe, and it comes back to you through another person or through another way. Energy is never destroyed. And if you learn science, energy is never created or destroyed. It's just transferred, and it will transfer back to you eventually. So I used to do this very bad thing. I used to do this very, very bad thing. In Singapore, if I need to get anywhere, I'll take a cab. So if I take a cab and I hail the cab and the cab doesn't stop, you know what I will do? I'll curse that cab driver. And I will say, I hope your tire puncture and you have diarrhea. I mean, I used to say that. I'm ashamed that I've said that, but to me it's just I just said it at that moment of anger. I used to say that a lot. Later your tire puncture or you have diarrhea, you cannot drive your taxi. That bad thing, that bad word that came out of my mouth rippled through the universe, came back to me through another person and hurt me back again. So understand this is a very, very powerful, very, very powerful effect. The butterfly effect is so powerful. So why are you asking forgiveness? Because you as me, I could have done something or said something to someone that hurt them. And that energy rippled and came back and hurt me in a different way by another person. You understand that? So this is something very powerful. So please forgive me for all the things that I've done that may have affected you. So I may have done something, let's say I'm a thief, I robbed somebody, and then that person's money was taken, and that person went back, didn't have money to feed his family or something, and his child died because he didn't have money for that, which I robbed him for. So that is something bad I've done. So it will come back to me, that death of that child will come back to me. So I want you to understand, please forgive me. Say this, please forgive me, because you could have said even the slightest thing, like I said to the taxi driver, I hope you have diarrhea. That is something. Right? That bad energy translated and came back to hurt me again. So please forgive me. That second, thank you. Why thank you for hurting me? Why should I thank the person who hurt me? Because you have come to teach me a lesson. Thank you for the lessons that I've learned through your pain that you have got. I've learned that lesson. And remember, I told you, in the universe, if you do not learn your lesson the first time, it comes back again, double, triple, until you finally take notice of that lesson that you need to learn. Then finally you can break that cycle of learning that lesson, and you don't have that lesson again. You have a new lesson after that. So thank you. And the fourth one, very important, I love you. Okay, I love you because everyone in the world, in the universe deserves love. Everyone. Okay, the reason why all the problems in this world happen because people don't feel the love. If everyone showed the love that they needed to show, from mother to child, not just mother to child, from country to country, from president to president, from ministers, from colleagues, anyone, from students, from your classmates, anyone, that thing is so powerful, it will change the world. So these four statements, can anyone repeat for me? What are the four sentences of this mantra? Number one. Anyone?
I love you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Very good. Number
I'm
two.
sorry. Thank you. Forgive me.
I love you.
Very good. So in this order, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So these four Ho'oponopono, what you need to do, you have to write down today. That is your homework, which I said, you said you promise you will do. Write down a list of all the people that you hate the people that have hurt you, the people you don't talk to, the sister-in-law that you don't refuse to go to a wedding because you do not want to see her face, or your mother-in-law, or your whoever, write all the, or your colleague, write all those names down and go through each one of the name and say this forwards to them at least 3 times to each person, and you will see miracles happening in your life. Thank you very much. That's my session for today.
Wow, 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 wow. Such a wonderful session. Vibrant, energetic, and full of practical tips, I must say. Thank you very much, Rihanna, for sharing. And 100% I'm sure that my participants wants to listen more and more, learn from you. So please, you give your contact details so that whenever you have your next session, you please inform them so that they can contact you.
Yeah, so I will see you soon. I do run this power series, and it's every Saturday starting in June again, because this month I've taken a break after fasting and during fasting. So I will start this workshops again. Each session is every Saturday morning, Singapore time 10 or 10:30, and Singapore time 10:30. So that makes very early. So maybe 10:30.
8 o'clock India.
8 o'clock
Thank
India.
you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So do
Thank you.
let me know.
Hannah, thank you very much. And now our next presenter is Dr. B Ramanathan, who is the managing director of ACE International, Singapore. And he is a PhD holder, a very scholarly person who believes in innovation and creativity, and who has signed MOU, I don't know with how many organizations. It is like countless organizations. And he is fully dedicated towards the community building, towards the capacity enhancement, and towards business development. Over to you, Dr. Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Haleema. It is wonderful to have this session to empower the people. There are many well-being, but the personal well-being to thrive, that is very important. Before me, the energetic, enthusiastic speaking and making the people very much motivated and feeling great. Thank you, Ms. Rehana, for making that kind of energy to vibration to generate. Thank you so much. Myself, Dr. B Ramanathan. I am a PhD holder in biomedical science. I started my career in research and development, then moved on learning and development. Currently, I am managing the business and development. There are many ways the people who are explored in life, what they wanted to achieve great in their life ambitions. So myself also, I created the value for myself, how I can able to manage my task and make it more successful. Today, the topic I wanted to share with you, well-being. May I ask the question from the audience, how much you know about the well-being in your life? Anybody can unmute and share. How do you make yourself fit for the well-being? Work-life balance. Any answer from the audience?
I think Manohar ji would like to speak.
Yes. Yes, welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Well-being, what Dr. Ram says is, we and our surrounding peoples are feeling happy. This is positive, emotional, and positive thoughts. It will be a well-being for us. Thank you.
Thank you, and it is wonderful answer because he has more experience in this group and exploring a lot for the people who can become empowered for their tasks and their projects successfully. Any other answer from one or two audience?
Dr. Pichai is there. He is willing to answer. Yes, Dr. Pichai.
Yes.
Dr. Pichai, please unmute and then reply. What is well-being to you?
Is personally your thoughts, because to me, I consider that in life we have to be very positive, never look back, look forward, and always love others. When you love others, in nature, God in return gives you back the love to you. So well-being is basically your mindset. And if you think that you can go forward, you can go forward. If you think you're not going to go forward, then you have negative thoughts in your mind. So that is my perception.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Helping others always giving the pleasure, not only for them, as well the person who are involving to discharge that kind of helping or helping tendencies. That is really wonderful. We are here to help each other. So the pleasure and the happiness spreading along among with us. I would like to start to share my slides. Can you all see the slides?
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. So personal well-being to thrive. There are many things available. Earlier, Rehana spoke about the social well-being and the emotional conditions, how to manage. And after me, Dr. Haleema is going to speak about how the people mind their minds to control. Myself, I am touching with the topic work-life balance. We need a balance, right? Everybody agree. We
Yes.
need a balance, especially for work and their our personal values in life strategies. So many people, they can't able to analyze and reveal what kind of way they can able to execute the performance which are going to make the change for them. The work-life balance always giving the strength for the people, especially they have to balance among their tasks, especially we can coin with the name goal setting, plans, strategies. There are many ways we can able to design the life. Without goals, nobody can lead better in their life. Without plans, they cannot able to execute anything successful. The strategical view of points very, very important. As of now, lot of things are getting changed. We must need to endorse our skill sets, endorse our learning, endorse our feelings, which are very much important for us to strategize. So these are all the values we must need to focus. United Nations proposed these 17 factors, especially the sustainable development goals under the conditions as of now. There are people who wanted to set their goals in these categories. It is providing the sustainable development for each one, everyone in the community as well as society. The country wanted to progress well, they have to follow these sustainable development goals to eradicate the problems in the society. So we must need to adapt our personal values also engaged and entangled with these kind of features, 17 features. So if anybody want, I can explain in the offline. There are people who are not getting successful. Otherwise, we can say there are people, they are getting failed. Here we can able to see the 8 reasons which are very, very important. Personally, everyone has their own interpretation. That's why the ice breaking time, Ms. Rekana, break your ice. You have to go along with her, not to have your personal decisions or personal interpretation. Correct? Is it correct?
Yes.
So the people don't believe it can work. Many times they don't have the confidence or they don't accept the other's opinion, whether it is going to make the change or transform their values. That is also making the failure cause. The time for assimilation, the people, they don't feel great when they wanted to assimilate any opinion or any performance values in their way of journey to lead the life. To come too fast and pull the plug, because sometimes they don't plug and play kind of things, but they don't accept, they don't integrate, they don't able to be in the group. That is also, they just wanted to remove their values or commitments, they are keeping away. Usually, many places we can see odd man out kind of things. They are going beyond the circle kind of commitments. People not given support, either the guidance or to deal with the change. They don't accept the change. They are being isolated. They are not doing well when the current way of progress making them to transform. Sometimes they are deviate from the conditions. These are all the fear of failures. Work-life balance, it is not a simple thing. It is a complicated phenomena. Many people, they can't able to address because we have all these factors in our life: family, career, health, money, vacation time, business values, friends, the relationship with the friends or family members, and workplace interactions. That is also very important. There are people who are not feeling great when they are having different kind of workplaces due to the office commitments or travel. So many ways we have to mention. This is a complicated equilibrium oriented kind of conditions. Here we can see work-life balance make some kind of equilibrium for the people. They are having their mentality to cope up. There are people who are high value of well-being, the state of complete physical, mental, social well-being. That is the way the WHO defined the word high well-being. High boundary to control. The people who are having their own pathways how to control the measures when it is endorsing on their performance due to the day-to-day activity or short-term or long-term goal sets to achieve. Low well-being status. There are people who cannot able to cope up well. They are feeling very unhappy and they can't able to do the great job. Low boundary controls also making the people who are deviating from the conditions. They can't able to cope up well with the situation or the conditions as of now. Quality of work-life balance. We can go with many ways. How do we able to justify for the quality of work or quality of values or quality of engaging the things? First of all, we must need to focus on our physical ability, mental ability, social well-being status, economical values. That is also very much important. That's why many people, they wanted to go with higher cadre after getting some higher educations like undergraduation, master's degree, or even PhD. So they wanted to retain the value in their life professionally, achieve the great thing, socially getting recognized for the image and the status. That is the way we must need to focus. There are countries with the best work-life balance. We can see Netherlands is the top most one, almost nearing to 10, 9.5. Next to that, Italy, Denmark, Spain, and France, and so on. So we have to feel how do we able to progress well in the country as well as our lifestyle. That is also very important. Here, 50 cities, they are attracting overseas professionals and families who are looking for the opportunity to migrate and settle. Top cities in the world, 2019 ranking, Oslo, Helsinki, Finland is the number one. And second is Munich, Germany. Third is Oslo, Norway, as well as Copenhagen, Denmark. Fourth is Hamburg, Germany. Fifth is Stockholm, Sweden, and so on. So we have to analyze the pattern of living and the conditions in each country. Then only we can able to understand better how do we able to cope up well with the conditions over there. Top 5 overworked cities. Hong Kong is number 1. Singapore got the second place. Seoul, third place. Kuala Lumpur, fourth, and Tokyo, fifth. These are all very much disturbed with the conditions because of overworking nature. Can we ever achieve the work-life balance? Singapore is the second most overworked city, categorized in 2020. 41 people out of 50 cities, they are feeling the work-life balance is making more stressful. Number of overworked staff, second highest, that is 25.1% of the employees. They are thinking they are working more than 48 hours per week. Singaporeans are the most stressed people. They are making the survey. So it is raising some kind of stress levels in the family as well as workplaces. That is the way we have to look for the better thing, how to improve the work-life balance, making them very comfortable. Remote workers and office workers, when we compare, They are experiencing the stress during the workday. They are experiencing the anxiety during the workday. As Ragana mentioned, they can easily show their anxiety or anger. That's very important. Feeling overwhelmed, they are feeling very great and they are overwhelmed into the performance. Having low motivation to work. These are all the values between the remote work or office work. Because of the COVID-19, everywhere the work nature got changed. There are a few biggest obstacles we have to focus how the good work-life balance is getting disturbed due to the bad boss or who are very demanding and commanding or pushing them to work very hard. Constantly working outside with the regular hours or after office hours, that is also induce some kind of stress for the people. Inflexible working hours because they can change the timing shift or some condition in the weekend or festive season time. It's all making the stress for the people. And long commutes, sometimes traveling. There are people who are traveling every day, few hundred kilometers. That is also making them more stressful. So incompetent work colleagues, when you are working among the colleagues in the team, they are not competent enough. The stress also created very much for the people who wanted to devote their time, commitments and contributions, which are making more stressful because they cannot achieve the task in the stipulated time or achieving the success as per the expectation for the organizations. Unproductive meetings. There are people who are killing by way of joining in the meeting, but they can't able to do that. What part of your life making the sufferings or some bad thing when you are endorsing with the poor work-life balance? Family relationships spoiled, friendship, your personal values and personal groomings may be disturbed. You cannot able to exhibit the happiness to others. Mental and emotional health spoiled. Your physical health also getting spoiled. So we must need to be very careful. Work is balanced when the employees wanted to work remotely. There are people who are working from remote sense for multinational organizations and other companies. So there are many pathways we can able to engage. For better health and well-being, we must need to focus and manage ourselves to take care of the familial responses and the responsibilities. That is also very important. Allot your time for your healthcare commitments to look after your pets or any passion you wanted to engage in your life. Work-life factors also matters for most employees as per the culture and the values what they wanted to have. Senior leadership, the guidance and support they are expecting. A good career opportunity to improve their skill sets as well as performance values. Work-life balance is the ultimate thing for many people who wanted to choose the right job in right time. And then the perks and remunerations, the compensations, everything make the people very happy. And here a few tips for the better work-life balance. Many people, they are having these kind of conditions in their life. How do they able to make the harmony in life, achieving the great things by way of learning higher studies or improving their qualifications, and also having some kind of good reputation for their work's nature. Work-life balance is very important. It is supporting a lot for better work for the employees. So employers must need to think. Employees also must validate. They have to allot the specific time for their personal life and professional life. They have to give priority for each and every segments in their personal values as well as professional values. Steps how to improve the work-life balance. You have to find out the way how to track your time, determine your priorities. That is also very important. You have long-term or short-term goals or day-to-day activities, but prioritize the work, reduce the stress, and schedule some kind of timetable. That is also very important. So you can able to prioritize things happen, which one is at the most priority to do. Take care of your health. That is also important. Make specific time for your passion, well-being status. Nurture your family relationships also very much important. Benefits of work-life balance for the employees. It is improving a lot for their performance in the job-oriented tasks, making more satisfaction for them. improving their health and well-being so they can exhibit the happy moment, happy conditions for themselves as well as others. Organization, they are getting more increased productivity and they reduce the staff turnover and the recruitment for the cost to invest, improve the moral, better team work as well as the performance for achieving a great success. So the importance of work-life balance are making the people very embraced and transforming into the nature of success. That is making the great thing for the organization to improve a lot in the society. You can able to think the ethics and behavior and work-life balance. Both the parties, employees also feeling very ethical, and the employers also making the sense of the ethical issues and the sense of keeping the good behavior to improve the status and the aspects of the employees. So it is the kind of way they can able to exhibit the values for each other. That is more important to manage in the organizational standards. How employees want to improve their quality of life because they just wanted to focus the stress which are not endorsed by the commitments and contributions. They need some time for their personal values to do exercise, feeling great for eating. So we have to provide some kind of good environment for them so that they can be able to go and eat outside. In Singapore, you can see that kind of things everywhere. The people are enjoying for going out to eat in the lunch and dinner time. Meditate and work less for the weekends for the personal things, for the social, familial, and the personal values. We have to endorse for those kind of activities. Work less for the overtime. Overtime kills the people, and it is making the ill health for them. Take a lunch break. That is very much important. Timely taking the lunch is endorsing the good health and providing the energy for the people. Work life in the private as well as personal things are very important. So we have to focus for productive work. We have to engage some kind of good relationships. We have to showcase our love and affection for the social and family commitments and contributions. Measures for your good health. You have to practice well for keeping the good health. Relax yourself whenever, wherever it is possible. Keeping away from the work and get some kind of relaxation for the commitments for the day-to-day or some weekend time. Work-life balance, the benefits are very high. You have to go with the flexible hours. You have to get some good payment. You must need to work from the remote. That is very important. Keep the time for your child and your family. That is also very important. Work-life balance, the benefits we can able to see the parental commitments, employee engagements, the conditions you have to move out of the place for vacation holidays. Now Dr. Haleema is here in Singapore. She is enjoying the moment every day, each and every day. It is the precious time for her to keep the values and retain the relationship with the people in Singapore. Hopefully, she is enjoying a lot for the trip, which is making her to be here and for us as well. So enabling the learning part. Today is the learning and exploration part. The people who wanted to come and commit for the time to learn from the eminent speakers like us. So there are many ways to improve the habits and habits of work-life balance, especially for the entrepreneurs. They are very much busy and they are keep engaged with the tasks and commitments. So that we have to focus for making them to feel great for balancing with the work life as well as personal values. They can allot their time. They can able to make the engagement as well as commitment for the betterment of the companies. That is also very important.
Dr. Ram, last 2 minutes.
Yeah, finish now. What's the ideal weekday? Work-life balance, many people they have, but this is a kind of pie chart. You can able to analyze. There are people, 33% they are keeping for the sleep. 1/3 of your day-to-day activity, and another 33% they can able to keep for their work. 8 hours or 10 hours they are keeping for that kind of attitude. Then the remaining for transport, spending the time with the family or meal time or some kind of household activities. These are all the conditions everybody have. So we must need to think how do we able to make easy for our way to improve the work-life balance. You have to donate and find your time for doing the great things. Prioritize your work. Find some mentors who can support and provide the guidance or keeping you to go on the right path. plan your vacation time. Every scheduled time, you have to keep this kind of vacation to get relief from the work commitments. Regular exercise and take time for both mentally and physically keep normal. Yes, International, our company is doing many activities. One among them is the business excellence support. We are providing consultation, licensing, auditing, education training, digital transformational solution, investment, and procuring business funding. And we are procuring some kind of sources for the materials and manpower support for the people. We are supporting for the capability building for those people who wanted to engage some kind of applied learning programs, STEM education, or any kind of research internship programs. The global immersion program for the people who can able to travel and visit to Singapore, so we can able to engage some kind of good experience. On-job training, experiential learning, internship projects, we are committing to do the people who wanted to procure from us. Thank you so much for listening to this well-being workshop. Hopefully the work-life balance you can understand better and apply in your day-to-day activities for getting more success. Wish you all good luck. Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Haleema.
Thank you very much,
Nice,
Dr.
Dr.
Ram. It
Ram.
was
Nice,
fantastic session. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone. Thank you very much. We'll take the question answers at the end of the sessions, all three presentations. So I request you all to kindly be with us for another half an hour, for another last presentation, and then we will take the Q&A session.
Thank you.
But before I start my session, may I request all of you to kindly clap for Dr. Ram, not like this, but just raise up your hand and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And may I request
Thank you.
all my young fellows, all my young brothers and sisters, my lovely children, to kindly switch on their videos, because your face and your presence is going to give me energy, because energy transforms. Rihanna has said that energy never destroys, it always transforms from one person to another person. So please switch on your video. Let me see your beautiful and bright faces. Like I can see Pichai ji is there, Manohar ji is there, Hanis is there, very good, Rihanna is there. And then I can see Professor Satyan, then I can see Jazz, I can see Alka ma'am. Wow, Alka ma'am, that's lovely to see you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Now let me start sharing my screen. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How many of you agree that life is a battle? Please write in the chat box, how many of you agree that life is a battle? If you agree, write A. If you disagree, write D. Yes, yes, I can see A is coming. A is more. Nobody disagrees? Yes, Dr. Pichoi is saying, yes, life is a battle. He has raised the hand. Thank you very much. So if life is a battle, then please let me know that who are the soldiers of life? Yes, if our life is a battle, then naturally our soldiers are our mind, body, and soul. These are our soldiers to fight the challenges, to fight the battle of our life. Whatever Mrs. Rihanna has discussed about emotions and social well-being, and whatever Dr. Ram has discussed about work and life balance, I must tell you that now the father of all this is going to come, and the father of everything, the foundation, the basis, where everything takes place, the engine of our machinery. Can you tell me what is that? Can any one of you tell me what is that? Where is the engine? where everything is being cooked and then executed afterwards. Yes, Rihanna. I think that
Stomach. I can only think of food.
Rihanna is saying a stomach, but yes, Dr. Ram, will you agree with this?
Yeah, I agree.
If you don't eat, you don't have energy, and if you are and no energy, you are angry.
Yeah,
Okay,
starvation
so for
keeps us-
Rihanna, madam, it's the stomach where everything is being cooked. And may I request my other friends that what is for them? Yes, Hiba is saying. Hiba, yes, come on, Hiba. Unmute and please tell me.
Yes, ma'am. For me, it's my heart because I think from my heart.
Yeah, for Hiba, it's heart. And for Muhammad Yahya, what is that? Yes, Yahya. You raise the hand. What is your answer?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my dear. Tell me, what is your answer?
I don't know, ma'am.
Oh, my dear, if you don't know, then you should not raise the hand, okay? So, Dr. Pichai, what is your answer in this regard?
Back what we are, I mean, it's a complete perfect to say that life is a battle. Everyone is born to face challenges, obstacles in life, and life is a long journey that you come across all sorts of obstacles and challenges and battles. I do agree with your statement, Doctor.
Thank you very much. My next question was that if life is a battle and we have our soldiers, mind, body, and soul, then where our engine is, who is the commander? Who is the commander of this army? When we have the army of mind, body, and soul, who is the commander?
Your mind.
Yes, that's what I was expecting, that our mind is the commander. And mind is the one where everything takes place first, and then it goes to our emotions, to our body, to our soul, to our relationships, to our work, and to every place wherever we want to send. Now, another question is, this is very important, that what is mind and what is brain? What is the difference between these two? Are both of them same?
Minds
Or
are
there is
thoughts.
any difference? Yes.
Minds are thoughts. Minds are thoughts, and you program it to your mind that today what I'm going to do. Your mind will take, the subconscious mind will absorb it. Brain is a form of machinery that activates your mind. If you say yes, the mind say yes. If you say no, the mind say no. And if you look positive, think it is positive. If you look at it negative, the brain is only functioning on the request of the mind. That is my perception.
Mind
Thank
is
you.
the
Thank you very
process.
much. What is your perception, Manoharji? Is mind and brain, are mind and brain both same, or there is a difference?
You are in mute.
Part of our battle of life.
Both are the part, but my question is there any difference or both are same, the mind and the brain?
No, only mind.
Only mind. Then what is brain?
Mind. Yeah.
See, as Dr. Pichai has rightly said, that mind commands, brain does, or brain commands and mind does. You can take it as vice versa, but
Mind is the
there is a
process
difference.
and
Like
the
brain
brain
is
is
a
the
physical thing. Brain is a physical organ, like it's a hardware, while our mind is a software. Mind is the hardware, brain is the hardware, and mind is the software. It is easy to understand us. So the mind is more abstract, while our brain is tangible. So this is the basic difference. Brain is an organ of the body, while minds, whatever we think, whatever we do, whatever functions we do, that is being done through the mind. Now, in a simpler way, if we are going to understand it, so the simpler way is that if somebody asks you that what is the definition of seashore? You know, in our childhood, there was a tongue twister that she sells seashells on the seashore. And it was asked that tell 10 times or 20 times very fast, and it was very difficult for us. So what is seashore? If we talk about the definition of seashore, what will be the definition of seashore? Some will say it's water, while others will say it's the sand. While we all understand very well that neither water nor sand is the definition of shore. Because if there is no sand, only water is there, that is sea. And if there is only sand, no water, then that is land. That is not seashore. Similarly, when we talk about mind and brain, then this is the basic thing that we have to understand. That it is like seashore, where water and sand both have to be there. Similarly, mind and brain both functions together. We cannot segregate. We cannot say this is the function of mind and this is the function of brain. Now, after understanding this fact, now let us move further. So this is our mind today. You know, what we have done with our mind today, this is the real picture. I'm sorry. So this is the real picture of our mind. Whatever we fills the mind, it's mostly the garbage. I can't do this. I'm too old, or I'm too weak. I'm too dumb. It's not the right time to do. I will do the next month. I will do the, I will take too much time. So all these statements are like we filling our mind with the garbage. And that's what normally we are doing with our mind. Most of the time, we are training our mind towards negativity. More no than yes in our mind. So this is the basic reason that why people suffer with the mental disorder or mental disease, and we can say absence of mental wellness. Now, can any one of us tell that how many of us are suffering with mental disorder or mental disease? It's not only the absence of illness that ensures mental wellness. It's like when our mind is thinking positively, acting appropriately, behaving in a decent manner, and doing for the society, for the community being beneficial, then only we can ensure that we are having the mental wellness. The survey report is on your screen. It is said that 97 million people worldwide has a mental disorder or substance use disorder. And out of that, the maximum is anxiety disorder. So if this is the ratio of disorder, mental disorder, naturally, somewhere, sometime, it's not that it is a permanent disease. Somewhere, sometimes, we all face such type of situation in our life. We face sometimes anxiety, sometimes depression, sometimes, yes, this is alcohol is for those who are in the habit of drinking, then drugs, then bipolar disorder, and then schizophrenia disorder, and then eating disorders. This is the survey report. Normally, people ignore mental disorder because there are many myths associated to this. The people think that if we are going to talk about this, the people will consider them as mad. To be very frank, the people consider them as mad. That's why even if people understand that, okay, there is a disorder in them, but they don't accept it. Although they are suffering, but they don't have dare to accept it. Initially, when I came to Singapore, I was thinking that maybe Singapore is the happiest city. It may not be having this type of issues. But as per Singapore Association for Mental Health, SAMH, so that has been working for uplifting and wellness of the people. They says that it is mood and anxiety disorder are the most common mental illnesses here, and about 1 in 7 Singaporeans, they have this sort of issues. Maybe like just Dr. Ram has mentioned that maybe the reason is that there is no work-life balance here. This is the second most workaholic city. So that might be one of the reasons. If you talk about India, So in India also, this is the report of India, and that is how mental disorder or mental disease is affecting the lifespan of the people and even the economy of the people. And that's why it is said that economy loss due to mental health condition between 2012 to 2030 is estimated to 1.03 trillion US dollar. This is not only mental health is going to affect one person, it affects the entire economy of the country. And it affects the entire nation. So that's why it's important for us to take it very, very seriously. Now, there are certain myths and there are certain facts about mental disorder or mental illness. Let me just conduct a survey. I'm going to start the polling. In the polling, there are certain questions. You have to just tell me that whether it is a myth or it is a fact. So here I go. It will appear on your screen. You have to just look at your screen and then you have to respond on that. First is mental health problems are uncommon. Is it a myth or it is a fact? What do you think? Mental health problems are uncommon. Is it a myth or this is a fact?
We can't click. Are we supposed to click something?
Yeah. Why you are not able to click?
I don't know. You can't click anyone.
All of you are facing the same?
Yes, we can't click.
Okay. So, no, now people are clicking. I can see somebody clicked. The first one is being clicked. Mental health problems are uncommon. 3 people have said it is myth. Then panic attacks can be fatal. This is fact. The people are saying people with mental health conditions cannot work. People are saying it is myth. Only people without friends need therapist. It is saying myth. I have received like many votes now. Please try Rihanna once again.
No, teacher Hiba said that co-host can't do that. So it's okay. Leave it.
So co-host cannot do. Okay.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I can't.
So I'll do for 1 minute. I will take that co-host so that afterwards you can do, and then again I will make you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. No problem.
Okay, so now I have received like many votes. I am expecting even more. Please, all of you go through and just write. Addiction is a lack of willpower. So only people without friends need therapist. Okay. So now let me end the poll so that we can go through the result and we can establish the fact that what exactly is the fact. See, the first thing where you have written that mental health problems are uncommon. This is a myth. That is true. Most of the people have said it is myth. That is true. It is not uncommon. Now it is very common, as I already mentioned before. Now, second is panic attacks can be fatal. You have given the vote as if that this is fact, but this is not fact. Panic attacks cannot be fatal. Okay, it can be cured. Now, third question, people with mental health conditions cannot work. Yes, you said it is myth. That's true. Even people with mental health condition can work. This is the fact. Only people without friends need therapists. This is myth. Yes, very true, because friends cannot be the professionals. They are not the experts. They are not going to treat us as the therapists are going to treat us. So if we find any such type of symptoms, we have to contact the therapist. Mental health problems are permanent. Yes, you said myth. That is right. It is a myth. It's not permanent. It is curable and very easily it can be cured. Now, all people with a mental illness are violent. Here I can see 50. It's not true. Actually, this is a myth. The people who have the mental illness, they are not violent. Some of them are very calm also. That is a particular type of mental illness that is violent, not all types. Then addiction is a lack of willpower. You said fact, but this is not fact. Even if you have lots of willpower, but if you are addicted to something, you cannot leave that until unless you take some therapy, some strategy, then only it can be. For example, we all are addicted to social media, but we have very strong willpower. Whenever we want to do something, we can do it. But why we are not able to leave social media addiction? Because for that, we need the strategies, we need the therapies, we need the purposeful efforts, then only we can do that. So thank you very much, everyone. It was really wonderful to know your thought process, that what exactly you think about the disorders. Thank you, everyone. Now, if this activity was beneficial for you, please write out of 1 to 10 that how much beneficial it was. The poll that I have conducted about the myth and about the fact that I have conducted just now, was it beneficial for you? Was it relevant? It's going to give you some benefit. If it is going to benefit you, please write 10. If it is not going to give you benefit, write 1. Because I don't like 0. Okay, thank you very much. I can get 9, 10, 8. That's really great to know. So now coming to how to take care of our minds. This is more important, because so far we have just seen the facts, we have seen the survey reports, we have seen how the people are suffering, we have seen that how it is going to affect, even we are also vulnerable to this. We cannot say that we are very safe. Here I am going to share 8 mantras that I have done little research about this. And what I have found, I have just classified them into 8 mantras, and that 8 mantra I am going to share with you all, if time permits. If time doesn't permit, then naturally I am going to do it into the next workshop and session. The first and foremost thing for me is decluttering of mind. As I have shown you the first picture, everything we just fill it here. The mind is full of garbage that we have to declutter. As we are like clearing our table, how nicely we feel when the bed is normally done, so we get sound sleep. Likewise, if our mind is clean, it is cleansed up, then we feel good and we have good ideas, good thoughts. Always positivity comes to the mind. So we have to declutter. First, you remove everything from your mind. This is the most important thing. For removing from your minds, there are many, many things. Like one thing is multitasking. I am here with you. I should be 100%. It should not be that something else is going on in my mind, or you are here, something else is going on in your mind, that what my wife is cooking and what my client is thinking and what is going to happen next. So we have to avoid that. That is the main reason of being a mind being full of garbage. Then second thing is keeping everything within us. We have to share it out. Share with the people. If anything is bothering you, even if you don't like my presentation, tell me. That is going to ease you out. That is the best thing that we have to share. Then we have to declutter our workspace also. Where we are working, the space should be very neat and clean. No extra paper on the table, no extra materials on the table. Nothing should be there. It should be all tidy place. Then we have to limit our social media intake, because that is the thing nowadays, that unknowingly that is filling our mind with the garbage. This social media has really become a nightmare for all of us, and we have to think about this. Something seriously we have to think about it. And then we have to think some time to unwind. How to unwind? Just leave everything. Just switch off your mobile, switch off your laptop, and go for a walk, or maybe go for a movie, or maybe just chit chat with your loved ones who gives you positive energy, who gives you positive vibes. Go and have chit chat with them. This unwinding is very, very important. So here we are going to do some practical thing now after this, after knowing that how to declutter. These are some of the tips, how to declutter our mind. So we will do one activity. For that, I need that either you use your mobile or you use your paper and pen. And please jot down what you want to keep inside your mind and what you throw outside the mind. When you are writing to throw outside the mind, please ensure that you are doing 9 things. Minimum 9 things you write that you want to throw out of your mind. Either you write it on a paper or you write it on a mobile. But please be handy, because next activity we are going to do with those words that you are going to write. what you want to keep inside the mind and what you want to throw them outside. For this activity, you have 1 minute time. Please jot it down. Please reflect on your own activities, reflect upon your daily schedule, and then write your minimum 9 words that has to be thrown outside your mind. Minimum 9 things. That could be anything, like maybe over talking, maybe wasting the time on social media, maybe thinking bad about someone, or maybe overthinking about the finances, anything. It could be minimum 9 things you have to write. Yes, Manohar ji, have you written?
As I am trying to do.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. It's really going to help us. It's really going to help us.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Now I hope you all must have written those 9 words. Now you have to classify those 9 words into 3 categories. One is the things that is very severe. You badly need them to throw. Very, very badly. That is very severe. Then second category, you write the severe. Not very, but yes, you want them to throw. That is severe category. 3 words in very severe, 3 words in severe, and 3 words in mild. Okay, classify them into 3 categories. I hope you all have classified it. Yes, Madam Rihanna. Yes, Hiba, have you classified them? Now, just for a change, watch this video for 2 minutes. Then we will continue with our decluttering activity.
The bin and shoot. Ready, begin, bin, shoot. 1, bin, shoot. 2, bin, shoot. 3, bin, shoot. 4, bin, shoot. 5, bin, shoot. 6, bin, shoot. 7, bin, shoot. 8, bin, shoot. 9, bin, shoot. 10. Punches. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. Kick. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10.
Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this. Now our activity is what we are going to do. We are going to do the same shooting, punching, and kicking with our unwanted words or unwanted feelings, unwanted things that has captured our mind. So we are going to do this activity with them. Let me just tell you that how we are going to do it. First of all, we all have to switch on our videos. Okay. After switching on our video, we have to stand up for a while, adjust our camera. Okay. So adjust our camera. If you cannot stand up, just be on your knee And what we will do, like, we have to bend and shoot. And while shooting, you have to say one mild word, okay? Those words are your words, okay? So you need not to unmute yourself and tell us, because it is secret for everyone. I may not be comfortable by sharing my things to be thrown out to you, and you may not be comfortable to show me, but you have to show the action. You have to show the action that you are throwing them. So yes, are you ready? Everybody is ready? Okay, so here we go. Those who are here, be ready. So first activity is bend and shoot hatred. Bend and shoot jealousy. Bend and shoot wastefulness. Then now second activity is our punch. Yes, be ready everybody. Be ready with your punch. Be ready with your punch. Yes. 1, 2, 3, hatred. 1, 2, 3, greed. 1, 2, 3, jealousy. Yes, wonderful. You take as many names as you want. Whatever you want to throw them out, just punch them, punch them. And now the last one is kicking out. The most hatred things, the most versatile things, the most unwanted thing you want to throw from your life, then you can stand up and then you can kick them off. Yes, kick them off. Yes, here I go. I want to kick them off anger. I'm kicking the anger. Yes, I'm kicking the anger. I'm an angry woman. I don't want to be angry woman. Yes, come on everyone and kick out. Yes, Pichai ji, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Pichai. Good, good. I can see even the students are doing, even Hanis is doing. So thank you. This was one activity for decluttering the mind. How we can every day use this punching, kicking and shooting out to the feelings that we don't want to continue with us. We don't want to keep them with us. So this is one thing. Now let me move to the next aspect. The next formula or mantra that I have developed or I have learned through different mediums, like I have attended many workshops, I have read many books, and I have gone through many seminars, and there I have learned. So the second thing that is most important for me, that is the mindfulness. Believe me, before I think 2018, I was not aware about the mindful eating. I attended one workshop and where I was informed, I was told about the mindful eating. And since then, I found that I have drastically changed myself. You know, when we do anything with mindfulness, then that has tremendous effects on our body, on our mind. So ABC of mindfulness, the A of mindfulness is that first of all, anchoring the sensation. Anchoring sensation means whenever we do anything, let us do with all 5 senses. Is it a difficult task? Whatever we do, let us do with all 5 senses. Like when we are going to the walk in the nature, it's not only that our feet is walking. It's like we have to smell different fragrance. We have to listen to the different voice of the nature. We have to taste the different, we can smell the different fragrance. So in this way, we have to touch the different leaves and different flowers. In this way, whatever we do, let us do with all our senses, that is anchoring sensations. Whatever we are meeting the person, it is not just that we are looking at the person with eyes. We have to feel the person. We have to hug the person. We have to do the shake hand with the person, to touch the person. We have to smell the fragrance of the person, because each and every human being has its own smell. And like a small baby, how recognizes the mother? The small baby recognizes the mother by the smell of the mother, because every human being has different smell. So here we are going to do this activity. We have to bring something to eat. If it is possible for you, will you please bring something to eat quickly that is within your reach? Can you bring something to eat? Yes. Please take 30 seconds time and go and bring something to eat. Yes, I am back. I am back with my food. What about you people? How many of you have brought the food? Yes, Pichayji, do you have something? Yeah, great, great. So see what I'm going to do now, that we are not going to just eat it. First, we are going to spend the time on the shape, on the color of the food. Please observe it. Please look at it. Give some time to this. Okay, how beautiful is the shape, how beautiful it is. Very nice color, very soothing color. Then we have to smell it. Oh, so nice. It's going to fill my stomach. If this thought we are going to eat, Dr. Savanand says, he has mentioned to me that even 1/5 of one almond is enough for the people. Because when we are eating mindfully, mindfulness is very important. Now, after looking at this, using our eye, using our nose, our two senses, using our hand, our third sense, then we have to put it in the mouth. Yes. And now we are going to roll in the mouth, not eat at once. Yes, now feel it. Feel in the mouth. Then slowly. Yes. Who else is eating? Let me see how many of you are doing this activity. Now you feel the juice. Yes. Now you feel the taste. Now you feel the texture by your tongue. Now roll it in the mouth. Yes. No, don't swallow it so fast. First, you have to chew it. Chew inside your mouth. Chew it. Don't swallow it. Very good. I can see even the children are doing this. So beautiful. Thank you very much. And now you eat it. Yes, now you swallow it. Now tell me, how was this experience? This is called mindful eating.
Very
How many of
difficult.
us have time to eat properly? Tell
Very
me. Because I
difficult
know.
to do.
Rihanna?
I find it very difficult.
because we are always in hurry.
Yes.
We don't have time to eat.
Yes.
We are earning money for eating, for sleeping, to have a luxurious life. We have big houses, comfortable things, but we are not enjoying with them at all. This is the fact of life. Even we are not enjoying our food. So believe me, my dear, if you are going to have this, whenever you eat, first thing, keep the mobile away. That is the worst thing. I have seen even my sons, I have seen them doing. They are eating and permanently they are on the mobile, permanently checking the messages. And that is not giving the benefit of the food. The benefit we should receive from the food is that we have to have all our five senses. Whatever we do, it is not only just for eating. Then coming to the breath. I think for breath, instead of me speaking, let me just ask Alka ma'am, because she is super expert in this, that how we have to do mind breathing. Are you there, Alka ma'am? Rehana, can you find Alka ma'am? Yes, she is there. Alka ma'am, if you are there, please unmute and then let us know about the mindful breathing.
We can't hear you, Alka ma'am.
Alka ma'am, we can't hear you. Please. लगता है कुछ आपके साउंड में प्रॉब्लम है तो आवाज नहीं आ रही है, but anyway, no issues. Alka ma'am is an expert in this. We will have another session with Alka ma'am where we are going to have mindful breathing. This is mindful breathing. And then the third one is that we have to have curious mind. So always be curious how mind functions, how mind works. I have a small video that is going to show us that how our mind works. But since that we have taken too much time, so I'm not going to show that because it is already 12 o'clock and we have to wind up the session. So this is second mantra of my minding the mind. What was the first one? Can anyone tell me what was the first one?
Declutter.
Yes, very good. And what is the second one?
Mindful eating.
Yes, no, not only eating. It is practice mindfulness. In everything, practice mindfulness. Whether we are breathing, whether we are eating, whether we are doing any task, and we have to be very curious about the things. Why are we eating? Whatever we are eating, how much protein this food has, how much carbs this food has, how much fat this food has, everything that we have to be curious to know before eating or before digesting anything. So this is mindfulness. These two mantras I am going to give you today because we don't have much time to give you all 8 mantras. Maybe some other time when you are going to have my full workshop, then we are going to have the full mantra, all 8 mantras.
The brain is a fascinating part of the human body. Not much to look at. It resembles a spongy mass of tissue, feels like tofu, and weighs roughly 4 tubs of butter. Our brain is actually made up of mostly water and about 10% fats. While our brain only makes up approximately 2% of the entire body's weight, it uses a massive 20% of the body's energy. The brain's basic building blocks are known as neurons, and we have around 100 billion of these, each with between 1,000 to 10,000 connections to other neurons, creating neural pathways or roads within the brain. There are literally trillions of neural connections within the brain. Similar to a city's electrical power grid, information is passed along these roads through a series of chemical messages and electrical impulses. As all of this activity takes place, our brain generates between 10 to 25 watts of power, enough to power a light bulb. Over the course of one day, your brain generates more electrical impulses from firing neurons than all of the telephones in the world. So really, your brain isn't just a spongy mass of tissue. It's your most complex organ, a power station that connects your every thought, movement, and feeling. And it's firing right now.
So this was little information about our brain. We have to be more curious and we should try to know even more how brain functions, how we have to be mindful of our all the organs, not only the brain, but brain is the most mysterious organ. That's why I have mentioned here about the brain. And I hope that when we are going to practice these small things, these 2 things that I have mentioned to you, decluttering and mindfulness activities, then it is going to help us in a great way. What are those 6 secrets that due to time limitations, I am not going to share with you. If you are really keen to know about those 6 secrets or 6 mantras, you please join us, write to us. We will organize one more workshop where we are going to have this type of all 6 mantras we are going to disclose to you. So thank you very much, everyone. This is our details I'm going to share with you so that you can contact us anytime, whenever you find time. And you can go through all the mantras that we have with us to make your life more successful, more comfortable, and to make your mind worth appreciation. You can be more effective at workplace, and you can be more effective in the personal life, because mind is everything. I have not mentioned about me in the beginning because I was thought that I will mention about me in the end. I belong to a very small village in Bihar, and in my village there was no system of any girls' education. But my father took the initiative and he has sent me to the hostel, and where I was given chance to study in a very small school. That school was a very small school. It was in the mother tongue. And then afterwards, I realized that this education is not fully beneficial for me. It is just incomplete. Then I got married at a very early age, and then it was like about to finish my life. Be a homemaker, just take care of the children and do the household chores, just jhadu pocha kapda, and that is the life. But my mind was not ready to accept this role. My mind was igniting me. My mind was forcing me to take up some other responsibilities, some other things. That's why, in spite of all the odd situations, in spite of the people, when the people say you cannot study, I study more. I was told when I enrolled in my PhD, I was told that you cannot do it. You have 2 kids, you have a full family, husband, in-laws. How can you do the PhD? Then I took it as a challenge. I said, yes, I can do. So taking the challenge is a function of mind. If you have a strong mind, you can do the things. If you don't have a strong mind, you cannot do the things. So that's why it's very important for us to mind our mind and to take care of the mind. Don't fill it with the garbages. Mostly, I'm talking to the ladies now here. What we do that mostly we keep in the minds family affairs too much, about our children, about our in-laws, about our relatives, about everybody. So we have to give the space to the mind. Okay, why to worry about so much about the relatives? Why to be worried about the children? They have their own space. They will do, because God has given them their own faculties to think, and naturally they will do in their lives better than us. That is our wish, and that is our endeavor to help them in that. But overthinking is always weakening the mind. If we are overthinking, that will weaken our mind. That's not going to make us a strong woman in life. So please, my dear participants, thank you very much for being with us. I hope that these 3 sessions were beneficial for you. And again, we are going to meet up very soon. Whenever you feel meeting us, you just send us the messages. We are here. Rihanna is here. Dr. Ram is here. I am here. Dr. Alka is here. She's the happiness coach. Then Mr. Pichai is there. Then Professor Satyan is there. All people are there to help each other and make this world a better place. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Haleema, for making it very wonderful. It's all getting something new, as well as the better thing for the people to uplift. Thank you so much for organizing this wonderful session. Thank you, Ms. Rehana, for coming and handholding with us. Thank you.
And,
so now this is Q and answer time. I am going to unmute everyone. So please feel free if you have any questions.
May I ask one simple question? Yes.
Alka ma'am is saying something. Alka ma'am, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. आप आ सकते हो exit करके, you exit and then come again. Exit and come again. You leave the meeting and then again join.
Dr. Haleema,
Yes.
can I say something?
Yeah, please, sure.
Yeah, my apologies for joining late into the program, as I was with somebody in an earlier appointment that I forgot to look into. And anyway, it was a very fruitful morning with a lot of ideas. And you did a very good job on the life is a battle, and with the brainstorming section on how brain functions and so on. Likewise, Dr. Ramanathan has given a very good well-being, and Dr. Rehena has given a very positive speeches. I most admire all of you, and a great thanks all of you for taking this much of time and effort to join us and give us a very good briefing. I hope we'll do more function of this nature, but time is a factor for me because I'm very limited time. And today is normally I do not entertain any appointments, but because it's quite an important meeting, I have to join you. So thank you very much, Doctor, for giving us a very, a lot of infos on life and so on. I once again thank everybody and every participant. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Pichai. It is really wonderful, and something coming from your side, from your mouth is really, it means a lot. Okay, we are grateful. We are grateful.
Thank you.
To
Thank you.
me,
for
I
having
consider you as a vibrant leader, a world-renowned vibrant leader, who has taken so much of initiative, time to come all over from India to Singapore and to share your thoughts and minds with everyone. It's a great pleasure to know and meet you in Singapore. Thank you very much, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So now we are, I think, closing the meeting.
I think Dr. Ram wants to say something.
Yes, Dr. Ram, please.
Mr. Manohar from Ooty, he joined.
Yes, yes, Mr. Manohar. Please go ahead, Mr. Manohar.
Multi Farmers Association there. Please share your association and your activities here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your nice intro, sir. We are having me also with 62,000 small tea growers in our district. Have lot of sufferings, and the business people have not giving the fair price for our farmers, so that we are facing the problems, and also we are having a concept. We are creating a concept to uplift the small farmers in our community, in our district. The international business community people and well-wishers have to help us. Help us means what kind of help? We don't need to help anyway, but we have to all have to develop our farmer community. That's all. For more other details, Dr. Ram having our profile and all things, we will discuss further in person. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and joining here and sharing your things. We will keep in touch. How do we able to support for the farmers community?
Of course,
especially to transform for the global business. Dr. Pichai also here. He's from Penang, Malaysia. But I have already shared few things with him. So we will work together and we can engage something for the better thing for.
Thank you very much. I have shared a link of the global leaders. Manohar ji, if you are interested, you can join the global leaders group by clicking on that link in the chat box. This is only for the leaders whom I am mentioning, like Mr. Manohar and Dr.
Yes.
Satyan. Satyan is there?
Thank you.
Already left.
Okay, I think Mr. Satyan left, and even Hanis also left. If Hanis is there, she can join this group. This is the global leaders, where we are trying to bring the global leaders all together to work more effectively and influence the people, and then solve, like you have the issue of the farmers. So in that way, they can be helpful in solving the issues at global level.
Madam Hanis is there.
Yeah, Hanis ma'am, in the chat box, there is a link given. You can join the group of the global leaders, okay, by clicking on the link.
You can unmute and share.
Now unmute, yes.
Yeah, okay. I will try my very best. I will look at the link and join. I'm looking forward to it. Okay?
Okay, thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
How
Thank
was
you
the
so much.
session? How was the session, Hanis?
Yes?
How was the session? What are your takeaways from the session?
Oh, okay, hang on. Because I have... Madam, quiet. Okay, I really, I'm glad that, from Rihanna, talking about anger and stuff, how to declutter, the soul, right? The feeling, the emotions, and you talking about how to declutter the brain and the mind. I think that, and Dr. Ram said, reminding us about the balance in life, work and life balance. I think it's all connected and it's beautifully done. I'm really looking forward to have more of it. Thank you so much, because I have one here who's like gonna say something. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Hanes, for being with us. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close this Zoom meeting, and hope that you all enjoyed. Yes, Mohammad Rehan is also there. Yes, Mohammad Rehan. I told you in the beginning itself, don't hide. Yeah,
Yes,
how was the session, Rehan?
yes, session was worth learning, and I like the session which are related to practical life, and those concepts we have discussed, that was based on practical approach towards that. So I really like this those things which we have discussed so far, and definitely I'm going to act accordingly in my day-to-day life, and it should be charged. I think this is not the session which we we are getting free of cost. So
okay, if you are very keen to pay, I will send the Paytm number to all the participants this morning. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Three speakers have lunch or dinner today.
Actually, why we have kept it this free, because this is our promo. If you want to go into the depth of everything, depth into minding the mind, training your emotions, training your relationships, then having the work-life balance. If you want to go into the depth of workshops, you can contact us, and then that will be chargeable. It was just a promo. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care. Thank you, Rehan. Thank you. All my lovely teachers and all my lovely kids, out of enthusiasm, instead of parents, the teachers are also sitting, the children are also sitting here. Thank you very much. And I hope the parents have enjoyed and parents have learned a lot from this session. Thank you. Have a lovely day. In India, it is a day, and in Singapore, have a lovely afternoon. Thank you.